trophies. It's GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. Straight ahead is what should be a very entertaining matchup between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Kansas City Chiefs. Set to go is the kicker, Harrison Butker. And we're off from Arrowhead. Darius Davis to return it. And this drive will start inside the 25.
The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Offense out now to get us started. It's 1st and 10. They'll run here with Amari on Hampton. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop it. So 20 yards on that play. And that's going to give the Chargers the first down.
I can assure you of one thing. That carry just brought some extra work in the opening quarter. You couldn't script that run any better.
Big shot to begin the drive has him up beyond the 40.
Baylor Tiger.
First and 10, Herbert. Flushed out of the pocket. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Okay, this quarterback gets out of the pocket, genuinely a coin toss whether he's going to keep it with his legs or put in the air. Sigh of relief there defensively as that ball falls incomplete.
Second down, still 10 to go after that incomplete pass. Shotgun give to Hampton. He's going to get this one into enemy territory to the 47. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
I call that a table setter right there. Table setter for yourself as a team in that huddle, gaining confidence on the ground, and you know that's going to set the table for some great play-action pass to come.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 47.
Baylor Tiger.
Herbert, quick out wide, complete. And defenders arriving in support to finish him off at the line. Dose of the hurry up here.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the Chiefs' 46-yard line.
Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to get it out past the 40 before he goes out.
Complete to number 15.
Third down, 1 yard to go.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
Hampton now up the middle. And he's able to drive this to the 29 before the stop. Give him 9 on that play, and it's enough for the first.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of the defense.
And they get this all the way down to the 16-yard line. Give him 13 on that play. And that's going to be good for an LA first down.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on the defense.
And he's stopped as we get closer to our first point to this ball game. It's going to be 1st and goal now.
You want to drain some of the excitement, some of the noise from a home stadium? It's exactly how you do it when you go on the road. Run it right down their throat from the jump.
Drive has kind of seemed destined for the end zone, partner. First of a few chances now to reach it. Herbert from the gun. And he's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Chargers finish up an excellent opening series. Well, no hesitations to start this one out, Brock. These guys came out slinging it. Seems like that's going to be what their offense leans on throughout this game.
Yep, don't see really any reason to get away from it as long as the results keep coming. The second drive, I think we'll all be watching that one. Will they mix in a little bit more run? Will they have to mix in more run, or can they continue to just shred this defense through the air?
That one right down the middle. And the Chargers will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. All right, the Chiefs in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10. They fake the handoff. Now Mahomes. And his first pass falls incomplete. Not must-have yet, Brock, but it does feel pretty important that they come up with an answer for that touchdown, but not going to be easy.
Nope, and incompletions like that certainly won't help.
On 2nd and 10 now, Mahomes escapes the pocket. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the Chargers take over after forcing the first turnover of this ball game. Offense to the line. They're going to have trips right to start out. Here's Herbert, 1st and 10. Catch made left side by McConkey. And he'll go down here at the 16.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the Chiefs' 16-yard line.
It's the end of the first in this AFC West showdown. The Chargers have an early lead. Back to Arrowhead in just a moment. Chargers ball as we get back for the second, and they are thinking points. Running for the marker on 2nd. And he's taken down as they very quickly get into 1st and goal. Moving quickly, trying to get set.
Baylor Tiger! Baylor Tiger!
And the Chargers
Hampton does not get in. His push is stopped just short of that goal line. Offense to the line fast.
no gain on the play. Moves to 2nd and
Here's another four-out. And this time he's going to score. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Chargers take a 13-0 lead.
down Chargers.
Well, we've been saying it for years, Brock. If at first you don't succeed, try that run again.
You're exactly right. It's going to take more than one stop to deter those offensive coaches from calling another run play. They've got such faith in their group up front to leverage right at the point of attack and punch it in on the second time around.
Cameron Dicker to kick off for the Chargers.
Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. It's Brashard Smith now with the return. This makes it up to the 25.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10.
Yellow! Attack!
They go play action. It's Mahomes. He rolls to his right. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass.
The lack of points and the lack of yards have just gone hand in hand here in the first half, and they both really trace back to the same root cause, an inability to consistently find and exploit any opening in what's been a very sound defensive game plan.
A second down throw for Mahomes. Man downfield, he's got it. It's worthy. He's going to get this to the opposing 41. It's a massive 35-yard pickup. First down. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Attack!
First down throw, Mahomes. Taking a chance to the end zone. Oh, no touchdown. It's intercepted. Dante Jackson takes it away.
Intercepted
Well, that's it right there. That's the resilience and the mental toughness that every coach wants to see from his defense. Not a great spot for him. Backed up close enough that they're going to get shots taken in the end zone. But instead of collapsing under pressure, they rose up and they created the takeaway.
LA offense all set. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Hampton, open the drive. And he'll take this ahead for 7. We've got 2nd and 3 now. Offense up to the line fast.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
It's Hampton on 2nd. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31. It's a 4-yard gain, and that's going to get him across the marker and earn the 1st.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that 1st down look really easy. A lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense. And I think they'll hear about it when they get to the sidelines.
New set of downs for him from the 31. First down, and they go right back to it. And they're going to bring him down just after he crosses the 50. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains.
I'll tell you what, Kay, one of the things I'm most proud of coming out of the broadcast are my O-line buddies that will hit me up during the game and say thank you. Thank you for finally showing some love and giving some light to what those big boys are doing up front. I got to play with some of the best to do it. I got to see it up close and personal. Because of it, I'll never forget it. And they just showed up on that run.
Herbert on 1st down. That one falls incomplete, but our attention's still behind the line. He got cleaned after that throw and drew the instant flag. So the good work to defend the pass canceled out by a mistake in the pass rush as they get him for roughing the passer. Roughing the passer on that last play, and that's always going to lead to an automatic 1st down. Working from the gun here, it's Herbert. Short pass brought in. And he's short of the 1st after a mild gain.
Hey, you like these results on 1st. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on 2nd down. That playbook wide open.
Second and 3 now.
Ray.
Shotgun snap to Herbert. Complete here to Hampton. And they bring him down at the 18-yard line. A 9-yard gain and good for a 1st down.
When there's heat, that blitz coming off the snap, that QB's eyes, you could see it right away. He got to his check down in a hurry. But, Kate, here's the key. Quarterback and running back have to be on the same page. The two were right there, and it netted some positive yards.
Quick throw to the left is complete. And he'll go down. Looks like they're marking him at the 11.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
Timeout call by the Chargers. They're first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Second and 3 now. Herbert throwing again. Caught just shy of the goal line. Ooh, and he's not going to score, but they're just a yard away now as this sets up 1st and goal.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
Hampton. Punches it in for the LA touchdown. The Chargers get more points to end a lopsided first half.
Touchdown, Chargers.
It's what every player who scores a touchdown wants to do, Brock. He wants to get right back there and put another 6 on the board.
I've never met an NFL player content with one end zone trip in a game.
Nope.
Yeah, if you're content, you're not making it to this league. You get one, you're instantly thinking of another, and the fortunate few are able to actually deliver on it.
Dicker on now for the PAT.
Extra point.
The point after splits the uprights. And the Chargers stretch their lead to 21.
Chiefs, nothing. Cameron Dicker to kick off.
Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. Here's Smith on the return. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down.
At their own 28-yard line.
We'll see how they choose to use these final 22 seconds, Brock, of our first half. First and 10, it's Mahomes. And that one is incomplete, and the clock stops with 18 seconds to go. Travis Kelce, the intended target. And we'll see what they do here on second down.
Safe to say there's been an early disconnect between the planning phase and the execution phase for this offense. Might be time, Kate, really to get back to basics, to the calls that you just trust the most.
Mahomes trying to get here on second and 10. Rolling left, buying some time. Now he's going to air this one out long down the middle. Oh, brother, it's another interception. And the Chargers make the defensive stand and come through with a turnover in the final moments of the half. We have seen this happen before, partner. 3 interceptions in a row. We're going to spare the quarterbacks who've done it. Not going to mention any names, but, man, not a list that he wanted to join.
Yeah, he probably stopped throwing the ball. Like, stop throwing the ball. Say that out loud?
That was out loud, yeah. Only 10 seconds remaining here, so first and 10 may be our last snap of the half. All right, keeping it simple. They're just going to call a give right up the middle. And the defense not caught off guard at all. They track him down after a small gain. Timeout is called, just 4 seconds, and we would assume, Brock, 1 play remaining in this half. 1 last play before the break. Throwing here just before halftime. He throws a bullet to the center of the field. And his final shot of the half will not connect. That falls incomplete. No time remaining in our first half.
Cameron Dicker to kick off for the Chargers.
Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. On the return, here's Nico Mejio. Finds some space, he's past the 30. And they'll start this drive in good position, a little shy of the 40.
We don't always know what's said there at halftime, Kate, in the locker room. Some of the adjustments offensively and defensively, but I can assure you the special teams coach pulled his kick return team aside and said, listen, we have a chance here down double digits to spark this game. Let's go out and get a great return to set the offense up for success. And that's exactly what they did.
On first and 10, here's Mahomes. Hits him on the in route. Breaks the tackle. He's got space ahead. Keeps it moving. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Kansas City. The Chiefs cut into the lead coming out of halftime. It's a Marquise Brown touchdown. There sure was a lot of trust on that play, Brock, and he proved worthy of it with that end result.
Yeah, good old receiver. Someone who just knows how to get it into the end zone is worth his weight in gold to a QB. And on that throw, there was trust there that he had a shot to find paper.
And he shanked that one to the right. It is no good. Maybe a little panic here. Maybe they feel like they have to. Down 2 scores. Look at this. Lining up for the onside kick here in the 3rd. And no problem for the Chargers. They cover it up.
So few of these are recovered by the kicking team anymore. It reminds me why you've seen some alternatives tossed around for ways to replace the onside kick. For now, well, it just remains a difficult challenge that was not achieved that time around.
Now an inside give to Hampton. They bring him down, but not before he picks up 7, Brock, to begin this drive.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
Nice run last play. Sets up 2nd and 2. Here's a dive up the middle. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs.
He's not their bell cow. He's not a breakaway type of runner, but he didn't need to be. He just had to get forward and reach the first down before the defense could pivot and stop him.
Not quite sure what the thinking is here. They've brought out the kicking team. There's a 50-yard look from the right hash. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And it's a 3-score game now, an 18-point lead.
A lot of them may make it look automatic, but you get this deep, and those field goals are far from a certainty. It took all his concentration, every bit of his strength, to send that puppy through.
And he gets crunched by a big hit. Oh, man. Right at the 25 to end it. Starting out trips right here. 1st and 10.
Fire down these 2. Fire down these 2.
Operating from the gun. Here's Mahomes. He's got it deep downfield. And he's in for the Kansas City touchdown. The Chiefs shrinking the lead some in the 3rd. So sensational work by the skill man there, Brock. Anytime you can make your quarterback look that good, you know he appreciates it.
That's a quarterback's best friend, no question. But on the other side, gosh, defensively, you got to get that skill player down. Period. End of story. You can't give up that much yards after catch.
And no problem for the Chargers. They cover it up. And he's going to get stopped right around the 45-yard line. All right, partner, are you on board with that call we just saw? Yes, they trailed, but it's not a huge lead. It's only in the 3rd quarter. Hold it, you jumped the gun. Now they're in a tougher spot because they didn't recover. Did you say no?
No. No.
Why not?
Because 95% of the time or so, those things fail. Why would you do that this early? No.
Big gain, 14 on the play. And that's going to give the Chargers the 1st down. A new set of downs for them from the 31. Going to the ground again on 1st. And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards.
Got to be rush hour, Kate, because there's a whole lot of traffic up the middle right there. He ran right into some gridlock, and he could only manage a few yards at most.
Partner, I'm not sure I understand the strategy here. It looks like they're lining up for a field goal. From the right hash, about 45 yards out. Dicker connects there, and that extends their lead to 14.
That's why they spend all the time on the practice field during the week. That kind of operation. Perfect rhythm, perfect timing, and a 2 for 2 for this kicker.
Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. Remigio with the return. Things going well so far. He's going to reach that 34-yard line before he stopped. Timeout called by the Chargers. They're first. As that'll leave him with just 2 to use the rest of the way. So they'll head up here 1st and 10 from the 34. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
I'm not going to be surprised at all, Kate, if we see more of this. Just trying to find some answer, extend plays, be creative, try different things, because nothing really consistently has gone well for him today.
Look at that power, deep left side. He's got it inside the 25. And this gets close to the red zone. He is inside the 25.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
Mahomes on 1st and 10. Bails out of the pocket quick. That's complete. Isaiah Pacheco. And he'll go down here at the 16. Working quickly here.
Hey, 15, 15, 15. Come back.
Again, Mahomes to throw. The shot to the end zone is incomplete.
As I watch practices today, Kate, both college and professionally, one thing is abundantly clear. Teams spend so much more time in the red zone. They know it's the money zone, and defensively, if you can force incompletions and knock it away and leave teams for field goals, you got a great chance to win.
The 3rd down throw falls incomplete.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and an incomplete.
Throwing again, Mahomes. And they'll turn it over on downs as that pass comes up empty and off the field they go.
Even the best receivers, they've got occasional breaks in concentration. You just never want to see it happen. One of the most important snaps of the game. If we know anything about this guy, though, it's he'll be up for the challenge next time the ball comes his way.
They left him wide open. It's complete. And he's going to be brought down here at the 42. Offense in the hurry up here.
A gain of 26 yards. And the Chargers, 1st down.
Running it with Hampton.
You said how to do it?
Start the push into Chiefs territory.
You can't. All right. So when you do it, you hold. I mean, you press you press circle 3 times, but you can't sprint. No. You can't hold the sprint button. You just gotta just press circle 3 times. Yeah, turbo. Yeah, 3 times. So yeah, so like when you do it, hold on, let me see if I can do it and explain it. So when you do it,
back to Hampton.
You can in the middle of that of the animation, the half animation, you can still direct where you want to go.
Hey, Kate, you want to see
if that makes sense.
The football dictionary of staying on schedule? That was it.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 47.
No, it's 3 times.
Throwing now, Herbert.
I just mastered it like not long ago. I just mastered it not long ago.
Before he is sent
I
out.
just be fucking around with it.
23 yards. And that's going to be good for an LA 1st down.
Yeah.
Back now, pressure coming. Looking to his fullback.
I'm about to say anybody can do it too, but if like people like him, it'll be more slower.
You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you
I
call
don't
a
know,
blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
I'm about to say if I use him and do it, if I use him and do it,
It's inside the 10.
I was.
And they're going to have 1st and goal after he picked up a nice chunk there. Working quickly here.
Oh yeah. I ain't gonna lie. I learned it from TikTok. I ain't gonna lie. I seen it on TikTok. I'm like, yeah, let me try that.
Run with Hampton. And they keep him out of the end zone. Can't even get beyond the line. Touchdown denied.
You know, Kate, these are the situations in training camp that I love more than
Yeah,
anyone
yep.
to watch. You learn so much about a football team in these goal-to-go situations. You know you got to protect that goal line, and the defense, well, they put the
Touchdown, L.A. The Chargers have likely locked up the win right there. Not a lot of processing time from the moment he pulled it back to the moment he made that throw, Brock. But I think we can all agree he made the right choice not to hand it off, and then the right read on that throw.
Yeah, he sure did, kid. It kind of reminds me of the option quarterback.
Oh, so he really doing that?
Right, those guys that made that pitch, and it was just second nature. They were on the run, guys all around. Didn't matter. He's going to put that pitch right on.
Yeah, I know.
Great RPO quarterbacks of today do exactly the same thing with their throws.
Here's Smith on the return. Finds some space.
Yeah, hold on,
He's
real
past
quick.
the 30. He's brought down after a nice little effort there. That's going to bring us to our 2-minute warning. That takes us to the 2-minute warning here in KC. Chiefs trying to make it look a little nicer on that scoreboard.
Oh, that's it. I broke it. Hold on real quick. What you mean, why break shit?
Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44. Throwing on first down. Mahomes. Has him on the quick hitter.
Oh, all right. Yeah, I'm about to see. I'm about to try to let you do it. I ain't know you about to do it right there.
Conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little.
Nah, I stopped. It was a regular spin.
Out of the gun. It's Mahomes.
There you go. See,
Pacheco out of the backfield. And they take him
I about to say,
down
cause you can tell the
right
regular
on
spin
30.
from that,
Get an even
cause you
10
get
on that play. And it's going to be first down, Kansas City.
Cause when you do the reverse part, you get more distance.
To the air, Mahomes.
See, that never really work on me, cause I don't just randomly dive or nothing.
Clock working against him here as they hurry to that line.
Brings up second and
Another throw for Mahomes.
Chargers 21-yard line.
Oh no, they get him yet again.
I was not meaning to catch that either. I was just running with him. I swear to God.
I'll hear a lot of defensive coordinators say you've got to earn the right to rush the passer by doing work on the early downs.
appreciate it. That was right for
They've earned the right to be aggressive.
I still got some plays I wanted to try.
They did through three-quarters.
The other day, their playbook. Damn, he quit. Dang, he quit.